Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Roth individual retirement accounts. Sound complicated, right? Wrong. So in this video, we're making Roth IRAs super easy to understand, even if you're a total beginner. A Roth IRA is like a special savings account just for retirement. You put in money after you pay taxes on it, and the awesome part, when you take it out later, all the growth and earnings are completely tax-free. So imagine you invest $1,000 and it grows to $10,000. That $9,000 is all yours, no taxes. Now, this is way better than regular accounts where you get taxed on your earnings. First, you open a Roth IRA at a brokerage. It's like opening a bank account for investments. Then you add money a little bit each month or all at once. This is up to you. You can invest that money in simple index funds or target date funds. Now, these funds automatically invest in a mix of stocks and bonds, so you don't have to pick individual stocks if you don't want to. Now, one cool thing about the Roth IRA is that it gives you that option to buy individual stocks if you want to. The Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, limits how much you can put in each year. So for this year, for 2025, it's $7,000. If you are 50 or older, you can add an extra $1,000 for a total of $8,000. So even small amounts add up over time. But always double check the current year limit with the IRS just to be sure. There are also income limits for you to be eligible for a Roth IRA. So for 2025, if you are single, you can't contribute to a Roth IRA if you earn over $150,000. For married couples filing together, the limit is $236,000. Now, these limits can change, so check the IRS website to see if there are any updates on the limits. Now, if you earn too much money, there's something called a backdoor Roth IRA, which we will talk about in another video. Roth IRAs are mainly for retirement, usually after the age of 59. If you take the earnings out early, you may have to pay penalties, but you can always take out the money you put in without penalties or taxes. There are also some exceptions for things like buying your first home or paying for education. Let's see what's the key difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA. So with the traditional IRA, you get a tax break now, but you pay taxes when you take the money out in retirement. A Roth IRA is the opposite. You pay taxes now, but it's tax-free later. Which one is better, you may ask? If you think you will be in a higher tax bracket when you retire, a Roth IRA is probably the way to go. If you think you will be in a lower tax bracket, a traditional IRA might be better. So talk to a financial advisor for personalized advice. But the best time to start is now. And that's because of something called compounding. So basically, your money makes more money, and that money makes even more money. So the earlier you start, the more your money grows. So let's give a scenario here. Let's say you start at the age of 25, right? And you invest $200 a month. By the time you are 60, 35 years later, assuming a 13% average return, which is the average return rate of the S&P 500 over the last 10 years, 13% return, average return, you could have around $1.3 million, all tax-free in a Roth IRA. Now, if you wait just 5 years until you are 30, which is just 5 years later than in case 1. Now you will have 30 years before you retire. I'm keeping the rate of return similar to case 1 at 13%. As you can see in this case, you will only be left with $700,000, which is almost half the amount than in the first case. So this is just because we started 5 years later, right? So the bottom line is that the earlier you start, the better. Now, let's quickly recap. Roth IRAs gives you a tax-free growth and withdrawals. There are limits on how much you can contribute and how much you can earn to contribute. They are mainly for retirement, but there are some ways to take the money out early. There are some cases where you can take the money out early. So if you think that this video is helpful and useful to you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.